Hey everyone, Adam the Movie Guy here, and I wanted to share my top 10 favorite podcasts that I listen to and recommend to you all in hopes that you guys discover them and enjoy it yourselves. And I just love hyping up people and things I enjoy like a maniac, so let's just see how fast this goes off the rails. At number 10 is Ologies with Allie Ward. This podcast was actually recommended to me by my super sweet niece-in-law Jordan when she was in town visiting. That's her, and that Oompa Loompa next to her is me.
Look at his face! No. Look at his fucking face! Sorry, that's just his face.
And every single episode is a different subject, and the host Allie, who sounds very lovely, gets into the history of said subject with guests who are experts on it. My favorite episode being Witchology, where she talks all about witches and their history. I want to give my niece-in-law Jordan a thank you for introducing me to this podcast, sending her my love, and we all hope you visit again soon. All right, now let me slip back into my movie guy persona. God knows no one wants to hear my true soft self. So let me slip the mask back on.
You should keep it that way.
You mean wear the mask?
Yes, a very thick mask, all the time. I am sorry, you are haunting. Your face is the stuff of nightmares.
All right, I think I get the concept.
You will die alone. Ideally. For others' sake.
Yeah. Fucking comedians out there. Huh, the movie guy's back. At number 9 is the Grind Bin Podcast, hosted by Mike, Bobby, Wick, and Man. And it's all about exploitation films, so if you're a Grindhouse movie junkie like me, this will give you a good fix. Now, it's not as good as snoring a line of blow or blazing it up with the boys and girls, but close enough. Not that I would know that, of course.
Adam, what the hell is this white powder on my vanity?
That proves absolutely nothing.
Really?
If all you're going off of is my confession, then you could just forget it. I'm simply not credible.
Mother of pearl.
At number 8 is Archie and Me, an Archie Comics podcast hosted by Josh and Brandon.
I'm no Betty or Veronica, not even Jughead. Don't you call me a Reggie, I'd rather be caught dead. Just two friends who don't know who they wanna be. Let's see them figure it out. Oh, Archie and Me.
These guys are just chill as fuck, and I love listening to them talk about all things Archie comic books and other aspects of the franchise. My favorite episodes are the Archie horror-based ones, as well as the character spotlight episodes, although everyone knows who's the best Archie character. Glorious. And I'm totally not biased due to my love of witches in general. Bullshit. Last thing is, I love it when creators get talked about or interviewed for the show. Dan the motherfucking man parent being a big one. You know, I wanted to say it like Sam Jackson, but I'm not nearly as cool or smooth enough, so I just gave up midway through. Anyway, this guy right here, Dan Parent, deserves a lot of respect and praise for all he's done for Archie comic books, with the biggest contribution being he's the creator of Kevin Keller, one of their best characters in the entire fucking series, back in 2010, Archie's first openly gay character, might I add, and he did the artwork for one of my favorite Archie comic books crossovers, which was Archie versus Sharknado. I shit you not, that actually is a thing. Yes, Archie did a crossover with the sci-fi original series Sharknado. And I gotta say, it fucked pretty hard. And don't even get me started on another famous creator, Holly G. She's just a wonderful woman with talent coming out of her pores. And if Dan Parent is the king of Archie comic books as of now, then she is the queen. She wrote what is probably the definitive default version of Sabrina Spellman, after all, so she's automatically at the top. You just can't dispute it. Well, you can dispute it, but it's okay to be wrong sometimes. As for Josh and Brandon, they are just absolutely wonderful hosts of the show. You can tell they're very passionate about the series, and I love listening to them any chance I get. Now I just hope they don't send their lawyers on my ass for using their theme song. Like I'm sure my bro Julius wants to do every time I represent him with a random famous black guy's AI voice. I can picture it now. Hey, Julius, you made it to the studio, and you brought friends, and they have bats. Why the fuck do they have bats? Why'd you lock the door?
Lawyers, break his fucking legs.
Wait, what?
What's the plan, hero? Buddy, I'm about to peel off all your skin and make shoes out of it.
Julius, please, there's no need to get physical.
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 Boy, the only thing physical here is me physically beating your ass.
At number 7 is Girls, Guts, and Giallo, hosted by Annie Rose Malamet. It's a look at horror, thrillers, and exploitation films, primarily through a female queer lens, and the representation of women in the film industry. To explain the podcast in the simplest way, the host Annie has such a beautiful, soothing voice, and I find her views very insightful and fascinating. My favorite episode so far is her werewolves one, the one on the Giallo film Dressed to Kill, and the 1981 rape and revenge genre film Miss 45, and I highly recommend both films. I wonder if I beg her to cover some Universal monster films like Invisible Man or Bride of Frankenstein, if she would actually consider it, because that would be fucking amazing. At number 6 is the Horror Show podcast hosted by Sean and Joe. And it's just these two bros just discussing horror films and taking the piss out of them, which I absolutely love, because they point out the funniest fucking shit about these films, and it's just hysterical listening to them. At number 5 is The Slums of Film History, hosted by Slade and Tom. Now, this is a podcast that ran from 2015 to 2023 with 84 episodes. They about retired these days, which is a damn shame since I absolutely love their content. Every episode was covering a different exploitation subgenre like killer animals, cannibalism, sexploitation, blaxploitation, my personal favorite, and a subgenre I'm going to cover from January all the way through February in the next coming weeks. Fuck me, it is going to be an absolute bitch to censor out certain words when I have to play the audio of those films. You guys know which one. At number 4 is Horror Queers, hosted by Joe Lipsett and Trace Thurman. Now, these guys are great to listen to because I like their takes on certain famous horror films, but they put it through like a queer lens, and they kind of give you a different perspective on certain aspects of the story, the characters, and things like that, and it's actually pretty interesting, and they're genuinely nice guys to listen to. And I can't forget, they actually did do a Bride of Frankenstein episode as well as a Creature from the Black Lagoon one, my personal favorite. Now I just need to beg Annie from Girls, Guts, and Giallo to do it. I'm just dying to know her thoughts on Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Bride of Frankenstein, and The Invisible Man.
No. Rough on him now. No, he needs to know. Okay. He's always crying.
At number 3 is the Talking Simpsons podcast hosted by Bob Mackey and Henry Gilbert. This is the definitive Simpsons podcast you will ever come across. The passion from Bob and Henry is felt in each episode, and the amount of background knowledge they give behind the making of each Simpsons episode, or Futurama one for that matter, is just incredible. I'm practically fucking brain dead compared to them. Or, let's be honest, pretty much everybody on this list for that matter.
I keep telling you, he's brain dead.
I'm telling you all, you won't find a better Simpsons podcast, and if anyone disagrees, so help me God, I'm jumping out of this fucking window next to me.
Go ahead, you bastard. We wouldn't miss you anyway.
Damn, I was just joking. It's called Black Comedy, asshole. Julius, back me up here.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Well, fuck me, I guess. At number 2, we have the Exploding Heads Horror Podcast, hosted by Dave Z, Christian, and Brandon. Now, I've been listening to these guys for years, and they, along with the hosts from my number 1 favorite podcast, are close to a vast majority of my views on so many horror films. It's like we're kindred spirits. And even when I disagree with them on a film, they always explain their points extremely well, and they don't just shit on things for no reason. They're very down to earth and funny as hell, and every time they release an episode, it's honestly a treat. And now, to quote Sam, for my number 1 favorite podcast, and that is The Skeleton. And now, to quote Sam, for my number 1 favorite podcast, and that is The Skeleton Crew, hosted by Alex Edwards, Jamie Sammons, Michael J., and Dave Z, baby. This is simply the greatest horror film-based podcast to ever exist, bar none. You know what? This sums up my feelings pretty well about that show. Play that shit.
I love that shit. I play that shit in my fucking sleep. I wake up to it and I brush my teeth to it.
Fucking facts. I could be inside my non-existent wife while listening to this show.
Oh, fuck.
The hosts are all god tier excellent with, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. The hosts are all god tier excellent with Alex Edwards being the fucking king. He is the Bruce Campbell of podcast host.
Groovy.
Everything this man touches turns to gold when it comes to podcasting. I want to hype this man up like Leo was for Steve Madden and Wolf of Wall Street.
We should thank our fucking lucky stars this man is here. We should be on our hands and knees right now, getting ready to suck this guy off. All right? Like this, okay? Everyone's gonna suck you off. This is our golden ticket to the fucking chocolate factory right here. And I want to meet Willy fucking Wonka, okay? I want to be with the fucking Oompa Loompas like this. All right, get off this fucking stage. Get out of here.
Oh, I love hyping people up like a fucking maniac. I mean, I could do it normally, but where's the fun in that? But my insanity and jokes aside, if I could take off my mask for a second and be real. Oh, hold on, I have to put the sad music in, to set the scene. Give me a second. I also wanted to say the Skeleton Crew podcast gave me comfort during very difficult times in my life, specifically when my mom was sick due to her kidney disease, and shortly after she passed away. My love of the horror genre comes primarily from her, and listening to the Skeleton Crew made me laugh at a time where I really needed humor and joy in my life after my mom died, since her passing didn't just break my heart. For a while there, it genuinely broke my spirit, and listening to the show really was therapeutic for me and got me to laugh even when I was at my lowest. I mean, after all, what did the Joker famously say in Batman 89?
Haven't you ever heard of the healing power of laughter?
Alright, let me put the mask back on before I scare everyone away.
Look at his face! Look at his fucking face!
Alright, I get it, shit. Well guys, you have reached the end of the show. I hope you all enjoyed it, and hopefully check out some of those podcasts I mentioned because you can't go wrong with any one of them. This has been Adam the Movie Guy, and I'll see you next episode.